Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. How are you doing this morning on this Thursday morning, December the 7th, and it's 7:31 Central Time. Let's get ready to go. Got a busy day. We got reviews, competitions, all kinds of stuff happening today. Got to get down to it. I get often into it too much and do end up doing extended shows and all the rest of it. Yesterday we were live for about 7 hours in total, plus everything else I was doing with videos and research and so on and so forth. So let's get ready to go. We've got some reviews today to do today. We've got a Charge Point review world premiere happening in just over an hour and a half. Sorry. Oh, hang on. Beg your pardon. It's I'm saying 2.5 hours. What am I talking about? So between now and then, we'd like to get some more. Like to get some more done now. I'm going to reach out to Sensei. Hopefully he'll pop in. R3A has asked me to do a review. For Gary token with Sensei. When Sensei comes in, I shall be asking Sensei. We're right on the button with red and green, so I'm not changing the color at the moment. We are red, but we are holding at the moment. Let's see where we go. Let's Zed Hink was here earlier. Is Zed Hink still in the chat? We've got a question to answer for Zed Hink in the video. He wants to know about margin. Zed Hink, we need a good pump today. Great morning, everyone. Jason Fallon from Australia. Fantastic. Been on vacation since my daughter was born. 20 years. How wonderful is that? John Granfors, good morning to you. Wade Van Eisen, hello all. Nice, Bill. Very good. Sensei Crypto. Sensei Crypto. Are you willing and able, as soon as possible, to do a Gary token? Gari. It's a token that R3A would like us to cover. And it's gone to the top of the list of reviews. Doesn't require a full hour-long review like I do for my stocks. But if you are in a position and you'd like to do so, and you could call in today, that would be wonderful at some point. Let me know, and I can let him know that we'll do it. But it's ready. If ready and able, if you are able, it comes down to you. He specifically asked if I would do it with Sensei, which is you. So there we go. Let's turn the studio green now. We are nicely green, and for a change, I've got one of my own mugs, not Sensei's mugs. Can you believe it? Leah's always given me Sensei's mugs these days, but today it's one of my own, which you can get below the video in the shop. And don't forget, if you get one of my mugs, you always make money. It's like a guaranteed thing. It's like magic. If you're not in it, you can't win it. All right, so I'm just waiting for Sensei to come back to me, and then I can reply to that. Morning, Sensei. Mark Saxby, morning all. Happy birthday to me. Is that enough of a hint? Don't know, really. You might need to say it again. We have a birthday in the house. So what I'd suggest is, are you able to do a birthday in about 45 minutes? Because I'm going to do a review first and then a birthday. So Mark Saxby, would that work for you 45 minutes from now? If so, this is what you've got to do. Go to the video, click the share button, and get all your family and so on and in the stream. All right, so click the share button. You click the share button, it will bring up Facebook, text. You can copy this. You can copy this link here into a text. Tell all your family and friends, because we want them to be part of the video. When we do happy birthday for you, we want all your family in the chat, so all their names will scroll up, because during the birthday, what we do, if you've never seen one of our birthdays, it'll be like this. We'll go into the chat, and all family and friends will be here scrolling down the outside. Scrolling. All right, they'll be down the side of here chatting in the live chat. All right, like that. So everybody will be there. So you absolutely need to share the link out and so on and so forth. Yes, Martin, I can call in today. Not sure when yet. Okay, great. We will do that for Gary later. We'll let you know about that later. So R3A, if he comes in, we are doing that. Right, in that case then, we're doing a birthday just before the bell. So to get ready for the birthday, everybody. Mark Saxby, it's your job now to share it out to everybody so everybody is aware of it and they can join us live. They don't just need to be watching the big TV at your house. They all need to be on their phones, signed into Google around the world, so they can actually be texting on the screen. So then you'll get to keep that video forever. It'll be your souvenir forever. This is something that all the members get. So subscribe, ring the bell, and become a member of our channel. Tap the like button. We've got 18 likes, 44 watching, so we're about 50%, 99 point liked and sharing, Martin. Get on with it. Get all your mates in from work. Get your family, your friends. Okay, we'll come back to that. So what we've got to do now is move on very quickly because we're going to do that before the bell. So what we need to do now then, we've got a premiere is Nikunj in the show this morning. Nikunj, let me have a look. Is he here? Not yet. Right. I've got to really move now then. So here we go. This is the Charge Point playlist. Now, I'd like you all to join me at 10 a.m., which is in 2.5 hours from now, for this premiere. Okay, the point of all being there with the premiere, we can all continue the chat after the live show is finished. So it's a live premiere, and I will be with you in the chat. We can all continue our conversations, keep the family together, keep discussing the day's events while this is playing. It helps the channel, helps you. We all stay together, and it puts another review out there. Okay, so this is Charge Point. This is Charge Point review. Premiere. Okay, there we go. Lucas Aids, if you can, start sharing it so we get a big audience to watch it live. Charge Point live. There we go. Right, this will go live at the end of our show. Keep everybody chatting, keep everyone together in the family. I'll post it 3 times. I'll also pin it to the top. There you go. It's on all my social media already. We'll go into Kick. Good morning, Kick. Good morning, Mike, who's doing moderation for me over there on Kick. Let me go into Rumble, give it to my Rumblers. Here are, guys, we got Charge Point coming up after today's show. You don't want to miss it. It's a very important review. It's important because I said so, you know what I mean? It's my review. I would say that, wouldn't I? Let's go into Facebook, X, and Twitch as well. Right, there we go. Let me give it to everybody in Twitch. There we go. We've done it. Okay, let me turn that on. That's good. Got a review coming up. Let me clear that down. There's the live stream. There it is. There is the Charge Point review. And of course, I nearly forgot. We're not just live here anymore and 20 million other places, but we're also live for the first time. Anybody remember? We're live now on LinkedIn as well. We were as requested by the people that work at the businesses that I invest in. They said be on LinkedIn. So we are on LinkedIn as well. Right, there we go. We're all done. Think we're done and dusted. We'll do the breakfast bar in a minute. But now it's time for another review right before we have another birthday. Look, there you go. There's the LinkedIn. It comes up on the screen if you do a LinkedIn comment. Good morning, Blood Eclipse. Right, let's get straight into it. What's our next review? Our next review is going to be Mark Saxby. How perfect is that? It's like he knew it. I didn't. It was just lucky. Things just work out if you live a positive life. Honestly, that's true. Mark Saxby, it's his birthday, and he's getting his review for figs. That is amazing. That is no joke. That's the top of the list. That just happened. What can I say? That just happened. 10 minutes. Right. Here we go. Mark Saxby. It's his birthday today, and it's his review. Honestly, I believe this. I've always said this. I live my life like this. If you live a positive life, always full of energy and commitment and work, and you manifest the future for yourself, it always works out. Always, always, always. It's never not worked for me. Look, just by constant letting it all happen, look what happens. We got a figs review, and it happens to be Mark Saxby on his birthday. That's just wonderful. Just wonderful, isn't it? The magic of life. The magic of life. All right, there it is. Don't question it. Don't challenge it. Just get on with it. Right, here we go. Figs. Lining it all up. Mark Saxby in the house. It's a birthday, and we got another review coming up. So, Figs clothing company. I did look at this one when it IPO'd. Actually, made some money on it. It was one of my very first. Actually. Not a dividend, but we are into this. Okay, back test portfolio. The S&P. Put $10,000 in there. And FIGS, Figs. Always manifest the future. I often talk to myself and imagine someone telling me something, like Richard Branson, Martyn. I can see the conversation with Richard Branson, that's how it happens. It's crazy, isn't it? Crazy, isn't it? The world's a crazy place. But you have to really believe it. It's not just a matter of just saying it or whatever. Like people who go on Americans Got Talent or X Factor or whatever and say, it's been my dream all my life to be a pop star. And they're like 16 years of age and they've actually done nothing about it. But it's their dream. Stuff like that is rubbish. That's rubbish. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about real manifestation. Okay. I think we're lined up now. Okay, there we go. We're set. Okay, here we go. Time for another review. And we've got to do this, and then we're going to go straight into a birthday. Then we've got the opening bell. Everybody ready for another review? Hopefully you are ready to rock and roll. We're going to be members only. So Mark Saxby, if you want to now get involved, or anybody wants to get involved in this chat, I'm going to members only, so trolls don't spoil it, negativity doesn't spoil it. If you want to do a super chat or at martynlucas.com /tip, it will read your comment out. So if you want to talk about figs, ask a question live in the making of the video. It's an evergreen video. It will live forever. So if you want to do that, then you can. All right. You can be part of the video. Right, so we're getting ready. We've got to go straight into it because we've got the bell and a birthday to do before the bell. So we've got to really motor. Are you ready? Here we go. It's figs right now. Okay. Time for another stock review. This time we're talking clothing. In this review, you're going to get a very, very honest review. My reviews are not sponsored or paid for, but I do use the most advanced algorithmic software showing you the balance sheet, the profit, the loss, the inside trading, who's buying from the inside, who's selling from the inside. We also look at the website. We also do a full back test. I give you a price prediction. I share with with you a profitability score. I share with you a solvency score so you can make an informed decision whether this is the right investment for you. We aim to be the most honest channel on YouTube TV. Everything here is unsponsored. It is based upon numbers alone. No analysis gets their hands on my analysis, if you understand what I mean. What I mean by that is analysts always review stocks, and very often they are sponsored or promoted or have some self-interest. With me, my interest is none other than my viewers and my audience, and every single one of my reviews makes its way onto AlphaSpread, the most advanced algorithmic software in the world. They pick up a few from Bloomberg, Yahoo Finance, Mad Money, Jim Cramer. They handpick, but with me, they put on every single review, every single one. I'm very proud of that, and it's a great partnership, and I'm not sponsored by them at all or paid by them at all to do this, but I do like sharing reviews with my audience in the best, most honest way possible. Let's go straight into it. We're live on the show today. We might get a super chat or a like, or somebody become a member. This is happening during a live show. Members request these reviews. We've got over 30 reviews to do right now, so I'm trying to get through 2 a day and bring the waiting list down. My members, 98% of my live viewers are members. The highest engagement rate of any channel on YouTube. Any channel on YouTube. We're very, very proud of that. It's because we're an honest family. That's what it's all about, and we're always live. Okay, let's go into the review. Now, we're going to start simple. I make no apologies for that. Some people say it's not that much detail. It gets more detail. We start simple. Investing does not need to be complicated. You are looking for a few numbers, a few facts, and then get deeper down. You don't need to start off really complicated and over confuse people. So if you just watch past the first 5 minutes, you will actually see much more detail. So we start off with a basic line chart, and we can see it IPO'd back here. I bought it here, by the way. This was an IPO I had. I actually had it on pre-IPO. I got in with Robinhood before it IPO'd. It was called pre-IPO, initial public offering. I had it here and I sold it here. I made money from it straight away because IPOs are a thing of the past. Currently, they are not very popular. They may return, but right now IPOs with particular stocks like this, pop, sell off. You don't want to be in the stock. You want to wait for it to settle down 18 months later. We are now at that point. So is it a buy now? Well, let's have a look. We're running around $6.36, $5.90. We've been around this sort of range now for quite a while. We were slightly higher, $5.94. But generally speaking, look, we're around this leveled off period. Let's have a look at it. What is FIGS? What is FIGS? FIGS engages in the production and management of healthcare apparel and lifestyle brands. They brought this out at the right time, of course, when we were in COVID, and nurses wanted to look sexy and cool, which they always do anyway, don't they? But anyway, nurses wanted to, be more fashionable, still, within the, and more comfortable within their work environment. It seeks to celebrate and empower and serve a current and future generations of healthcare professionals. Let's have a bit look. It offers lab coats, underscrubs, outwear, loungewear. I think we get the idea. It's all to do with being more comfortable and more fashionable, but while still compliant with your work. It's been around since 2013, but it did IPO to raise some money. For the company. It's based in California, 313. Mark Saxby, who this review is for, is in the chat, and he just said to me, the more positive you are, the more good things happen. I agree with you. It's his birthday today, and it just happens we did his review today. Not planned it. It just works out that way if you always believe in something wonderful. It always does. I've never known it not. Okay, initial requirement, 56. Now, what does this mean? If you are buying the stock with margin, and I'm currently using $50,000 of margin. If you are buying with margin, then it's regarded as moderate risk. What that means is 25% is the lowest margin requirement, up to 100%. 100% would be something very, very risky indeed. 25% is the lowest, and 45, as you can see, is a mid-range. It doesn't really say the risk. It's what it means. It's mainly volatile and it can drop quickly. So you have to have more money to protect using margin. That's essentially what it's saying. You're more likely to get a margin call on 100% asset as opposed to a 25%. Okay, does that make sense? I hope it does. Average volume, very low volume, 3.23. We've just started the morning, so it's no surprise we're at 1.94 at the moment. But average volume is low. So it's a stock where you can buy and not be able to get out straight away. It doesn't have much liquidity. It's the very opposite of the SPY, for example. You might want to sell, but no one's prepared to buy at the price that you want to sell at, and it has to drop first. So you can get stuck in a stock with low volatility. No dividend, it's just a growth stock. The opening price at $6.99 today. Low today, 707, and the 52-week, 52-week high is $5.16. That's from yesterday because the market hasn't opened yet. Price earnings ratio, very, very expensive for what it does. All right, but it's very important before you go 81 times earnings. I'm not touching it. 81 times earnings. You have to compare it to the industry. No point going, comparing it to Tesla or whatever and saying, well, it's cheaper than Tesla or whatever. That doesn't make any sense. You've got to compare it to the competition, and I will share with you the competition in a minute. Market cap, 1.21 billion. It's a small company. However, market cap is purely the value of the shares outstanding. It's not the real value of the company. It's purely the value of the outstanding shares. It doesn't mean a lot to me at all, but it just tells you what the market cap is. Okay, now then, we're going to look at some basic analysis first, and then we're going to go into some in-depth analysis, which is what I'm going to do. Morningstar. Morningstar is a review and analysis board. I don't like them. A lot of manipulation here, but this is what there is, and I will do my analysis in a moment. It's a strong buy, 41%, hold 41%, sell 16%. Okay, so it's a strong buy between buy and hold. As we can see, the company looks like it's currently making some money at the moment now. It wasn't when I first bought it. Obviously, it's pre-IPO. It does look like it's now making money. You can see from the earnings here, it's positive. Analysts are rubbish at this stock. Wall Street analysts tend to be rubbish at most reviews, if I'm honest. More often than not, they're way off and they're wrong because Wall Street are traders. They are not investors. They're not looking for the future. They're looking for today. And they make a review on what they see today without any insight or study, in my opinion, very basic stuff. If you talk to some Wall Street analysts, you'll actually realize their analysis of a stock is very primitive. They look at a few numbers, do a few calculations, and that's what they think. So anyway, I don't agree, and they're with many of their estimates, and as you can see, they're wildly off this. Again, remember, a Wall Street analyst is the one that sets the expectations, not the company. The company might say, we're going to do better or worse than what you're saying. They're just making an estimate. And of course, if we then beat earnings or we miss earnings, that reflects in the stock. And don't get carried away. Just because we miss an earnings doesn't mean the stock goes down. Sometimes it can go up. So you can't just go on the earnings or the intrinsic values or anything else. You need the full rounded information to make an informed decision, and that's what this service is for. So there we go. Recently, over last quarters, we do seem to be rising, and the expectation and the last earnings we seem to have matched earnings because we can't actually see. You can see here we can't actually see the little faded red one. It looks like it's right underneath. Anyway, let me zoom in. Is it there? No, can't see it. All right. Now then, who are we in bed with? Nice little phrase there. The reason for that is this will tell us how the stock trades and why it's a 45% margin requirement. We don't want to see it. We don't want to see Mullen here. We'd love to see J&J and Coca-Cola. We're not going to. But this will tell you what other investors who are in this stock, what they're also investing in. It gives you a sentiment of how the stock will move. Clear Secure. I made some money on Clear Secure. The reason why that's in there is because that IPO'd at the same time or within a few weeks of Figs. I was also in Clear Secure. I got out of that, made some money on that one also. Not in it right now. But Clear Secure was around, with IPO'd at the same time. So that's the reason there. Robinhood, well, I'm not surprised because when Robinhood started doing pre-IPOs, everybody were jumping in on it. So the same investors who invest in Robinhood kind of makes sense. Argo blockchain, same thing. That was a pre-IPO at the time. I also warned everyone not to buy that. That's rubbish, absolutely rubbish. And I took so much grief for Argo blockchain, me saying it was rubbish. I said it's absolutely rubbish, and it is rubbish, and it's remained rubbish. Anyway, there we go. I was completely spot on with that. Just saying, by the way, took a lot of punishment for that online, so I'm quite happy to say you were all wrong, every single one of you. Brilliant Earth Group, Riskified. That was another, I think, IPO. I'm not sure. It does seem that we do have a bunch of pre-IPO fans here buying all the pre-IPOs. Big mistake, not a good idea. However, people do it, and that's why you've got a bunch of pre-IPOs on Robinhood there. Anyway, we're going to move on now and look at the website. We get a flavor, a bit more of what we're buying. Now, I've said time and time again, I do not buy stocks, I buy companies. I like to friend on X and Instagram the CEOs of my companies, and I regard them as my companies. I'm not emotional to the stock though, don't misunderstand me. I'm not emotional towards the stock, but what I am is I am an owner of the company. No matter how many shares I have or don't have, I see it as I'm an owner. And I'm looking at holding shares and making money as an investment, not just scalp trading, but even though I do, if necessary. This is the company, very clean, Apple-esque type website. You can get an idea of what we're talking about. We're talking about scrubs and overalls and all the rest of it, aprons and so on for nurses, doctors, nurses, of course. And I think you'll agree it makes the nurses and the doctors look pretty cool, and it makes them feel good about themselves. It's more comfortable, it's the good fabrics, more breathable, and so on and so forth. Really good looking stuff. At the end of the day, if you've got to wear apparel to work, you want to feel comfortable and it fit well and be stylish. Why not? Absolutely, why not? However, is it a good business? Is it a good business for me to own to make money? How does it compare to the competition? All right. Let's have a look. What do they say to the investors? Is there any information here set out to the investors? Let's have a quick look. Women, men, students, impact. Do they talk to the investor on the website? It doesn't appear so. Their website seems to be aimed at the consumer, the doctors and the nurses, their customers buying the product. I like to actually also see, this could reflect why the price is down, or partly of it. I like to see the company addressing in a clear way the investors. And it doesn't look like there is any information initially. It could be hidden at the bottom. Let me go to the bottom. Let's have a look. Investors, our community. Let me have a quick look. I'm not going to spend more than a few seconds on this. We're going to move on. Nothing. Investors, I can see off the top of my head. Intellectual property, not really. Okay, that'll do. That'll do for that. All right, let's go to some latest news, and we'll also then look at the figures and, of course, a comparison to the S&P 500. If we are going to invest in this, could we make more money elsewhere? So let's first of all look at the news. We've got some news here just out, literally yesterday evening. So, one Figs insider raised stake by 1,855%. We are going to come on to the inside trading in a moment, and that will give us a very good indication if the stock is about to move up. All right, so we will certainly look at that. This is a a review, a very basic review. I don't like that at all. We'll come on to much more detail in a moment. So let me zoom in and pick this up and see what you make of this, okay? Insiders were net buyers of Figs stock during the past year. That is, insiders bought more stock than they sold. It's a headline. It sells newspapers. It sells this review. Simply Wall Street. Don't credit these reviews very good, but we will see what it says. It's what's out in the news, but I will find out exactly how many shares they sold in a minute and see actually whether it actually is some good news. Although we don't think shareholders should simply follow inside transactions, no, you shouldn't. We do think it's perfectly logical to keep tabs on what insiders are doing. I agree with that wholeheartedly. FIG's insider transactions over the last year. Over the last year, we can see that the biggest insider purchase was the co-founder, Catherine Spear, for $5 million worth of shares at about $6.32. Okay. And at the current price of $6.94. Okay. While their view may have changed since the purchase was made, this does at least suggest that they had confidence in the company's future. No, it doesn't mean that. That's a great headline. It doesn't mean that. When an insider buys a stock, it may mean that. It doesn't necessarily mean that. It could be to show confidence to the investors to buy in. They may not be confident. They may just be putting out a confidence signal. It's very different, okay? You need to understand the difference. If someone buys shares at well below current prices, it's a good sign on balance. But keep in mind, they may no longer see value. Happily, the FIG's insider decided to buy shares at close to current prices. The only individual insider to buy over the last year was Catherine Spear. We'll check that in a few moments. You can see a visual. There we go. This is some of the the software that we've compiled, and they've used our information here. This is actually our file we have here. You can see a visual depiction of inside transactions by companies and individuals over the last 12 months by clicking on the graph below. You can see the precise details of each insider transaction. This is actually compiled by us and the service I use, and they've used that, which is interesting. Anyway, we'll come on to that in a moment. Insider, we know about that then. So they're only talking about insiders using our information. So we're going to go into our information to give a more in-depth look at that rather than showing their thoughts on it. So let me go over to that right now. Here we go. So we're going to start off with the financials, and we'll do the inside trading in detail in a few moments. First of all, intrinsic value. And if there is a warning here, if there's a warning, I will alert you to it. So let me share with you. We've got overvaluation at a base case. Now, for a high growth stock, I'm prepared to buy 25% overvaluation for a very explosive stock, because people will buy a very trendy stock like, for example, you might buy space, or you might buy Tesla, you might buy an AI, you might buy some futuristic stock, some future crypto coin or whatever. You might buy, and it might be overvalued, not because it's overvalued, but everyone is buying it, it's pumping up, and I will allow a certain amount of that on a certain stock that can grow in very quickly to its price. I don't know if this can. We're 18 months in, we're down. We've not had any major growth. We've had none at all. In fact, we've had it declining in price. It was over IPO'd. It was they raised a lot of money for themselves, which is great. Then the stock rallied because they were doing that at that period of time. The early sort of just post-COVID IPOs were all exploding, and now they don't do that anymore. So anyway, best case scenario. We're not in a best case scenario. 18%. You might as well be in the S&P because you're pretty much there. I've been up 22% this year. I've beaten Warren Buffett as I do consistently, and I've beaten the S&P as I do consistently. So I'd rather be in that. Base case is under overvaluation, and worst case overvaluation 35. So intrinsic value is not enough, though. There's no warnings here to suggest that the intrinsic value is not accurate because certain metrics are missing. So it looks pretty reliable. So not the greatest valuation from that standpoint. Okay, now then, over time, this is the intrinsic value over time. It's always worth noting you might actually have a better value here. when it was higher. If at this point in time there was some great news or there was some catalyst which then didn't pan out, but it may have been here. As it happens, we are looking at these valuations here when it's a good time to buy from the point of view of an intrinsic valuation, but there's a lot more we need to do. Now, we've got some software which we just implemented here. This is brand new. This is where we look at the latest review, the latest earnings, and our AI will pick up the main sentences gathered from that to compile this brief statement. So in Q3, the company hit a record in new customers and saw revenue growth. Okay, while average order value increased nearly 2% due to a jump in units per transaction. So people are buying and then they're buying more. So they're obviously maybe buying a scrub and an apron. They like what they see, they're buying something else. That's a good sign. Okay, this was partially offset by more sales during sample sales. Okay, so we were getting the product out there, people buying samples. That can inflate the success. I could suddenly buy hundreds of my merchandise from my shop, and my numbers would go up. It's me just buying samples, so we have to bear that in mind. Despite a gross margin decline, that's not good. That's their moat. We'll talk about that in a minute. Of 220 basis points to 68.4%. They've got good margins. Clothing often does, but this particular clothing anyway, but declining due to a product mix shift towards non-scrubwear and promotions. Net income rose. That's good. 6.1 million. Adjusted EBITDA improved to 24.4 million, a 17.2% margin. Although Q4 growth is forecast to be in the low single digits due to macroeconomic concerns. 2023 revenue is predicted to increase by 8.5%. 2023 revenue is predicted to increase by 8.5%, with adjusted EBITDA anticipated around the 14%. Okay, some good forward thinking there. All right, let's look at the balance sheet. Balance sheet, 546 million, up 3% on the recent range. We're not getting an S-curve. The company popped, overvalued, overbought. Everybody got excited, dumped. Now we are in the business end of the company. Where do we go from here? We are growing, as we've heard. Expectations are up, but there's no S-curve. There's nothing on the horizon to say this is going to rally, this is going to short squeeze. If we have shorts, we'll come on to that in a minute. But it is moving up. That's nice to see. Operating income. We can see how after the IPO that it in 2021 it fell away. What day did we IPO? I won't go back to that now, but this is probably when it IPO'd and then it got some money in. Anyway, it fell away. We know that. The operating income fell away, but we are now moving up again. In the most recent range, we're down 5% at 23.2 million. 16 million net income. We had a big drop here. We know that. We talked about that at the beginning. At the IPO period. And we're now steadily climbing, or at least projected to climb into the new year. 15% on the most recent range, looking good. Cash flow improving. Okay. Capital expenditure. Okay. All right. This is not so good, but it could be good. The company are obviously making more money and they're deciding to expand or something. They're spending money, capital. They are investing in capital expenditure. Capital expenditure is reinvesting in the business. They are heavily investing. They've in fact 107% from 5.2 million to 10 million. They're spending money. That can be good. That can be bad. It shows confidence that they're buying and investing in themselves. Let's have a look at what they've done there. Anyway, let's see. Operating cash flow is improving. They've got money and they're spending it. That's basically what that says. All right, balance sheet. What we don't want to see is more liabilities than assets. We also don't want to see it too close, and we also don't want to see too much long-term debt. However, long-term debt can be a catalyst if you can survive through that period of high interest rates where we are now and then pay off quickly. That can improve your stock price very quickly. 442 million in assets. We are a small company. I say that as if I'm a billionaire. Right, 442 million of assets, 86 liabilities. 86. Good balance sheet. It looks like no long-term debt. This is going to look good for me. No long-term debt. It looks like. So it looks like we've got cash on hand so far, and we have cash flow, and we are using our cash flow and our profits to invest in the company. That's exactly what you want to see in a company like this. 442 million, 86. This is good. So what we've got here is the largest part of it would be accrued liabilities. As you can see, 30 million. This is quite good balance sheet so far. Very good margins, 70%. It was slightly higher, 72, has dropped recently, but still 70% margins. However, looks great. It's like a tech company. They have great margins, but let's get real, folks, before we get too excited and go, oh my God, balance sheet's looking quite good. The valuation's looking quite good. The margins looking quite good. Oh, I'm going to buy this. Compare their margins to a similar company before you get too excited. Very, very important. Net margin, 4%. FCF, negative 8%. ROCE, 13%. ROA, 6%. ROE, return on equity, 8%. That's good. That's good because they don't have a lot of debt. They're making money from investing their cash as opposed to just borrowing money. Okay, good. I tell you what, this is looking quite good. This is a buy from me. Profitability score, 66%. It makes profit. Good profit, exceptional 3-year growth, positive gross profit, positive 3-year average return on equity is amber. That I think will be green soon. Return ROIC is increasing. The high Zoltman score. Look at this solvency score. Plenty of money, no debt, not going bust. Very well placed business. You can invest in this and not be concerned. High Altman score, short-term solvency, long-term solvency, low DE. I like it. This is a very, very good fundamentals here. Let's look at the upside. The upside is 61% at best. Maybe next year will be at best. 23% average. Well, you can invest on the stock market. The S&P and be up 15%, 23% here, only 5% on the downside at 682. This could be a buy. For me so far, it's a buy, but you need to go and check your competition. I will give you a link to all of these companies in a moment, and you can go and check them out yourself. Let's look at the inside trading. Now, as you can see, they used our software, but they're out of date. We have the best software, and they've actually picked up on what I use here, but they're out of date. They talked about the buy-ins, which was great, but what about the recent selling? Let's have a look here. During the last 12 months, insiders bought 5 million and sold 11 million worth of shares. The last transaction was made on December the 4th. Hassan Heather, executive chair, who sold 554,000 shares, which is actually nothing, by the way, for the size of company, of FIG. So the most recent was December the 4th. December the 4th, we can see here, December the 4th. Why is that not showing up? Because I've got to scroll up, that's why. Let me scroll up. November. There we go. December the 4th, we can see Hassan Heather L sold 554. December the 1st, sold 2.8 million. So there has been some sell-off recently. So it's not all good news, as that initial review said. However, we did have some buy-ins back here 4.7 million. That was a headline grabber, but since then they've been selling actually. So it's not as great as they painted. This is why we do a review, and they've used part of our software. Anyway, so there we go. Bit of inside trading going on there to the negative. All right. Okay. Now then, this is an issue. This is an issue. What we've got here, we've got 16.79 of short selling. It's a lot. Excessive would be above 20, 25, 30. We're now talking short squeeze with volume. The stock doesn't have enough volume right now, but this is a potential short squeeze down the line if we get a bit more and we get some volume. Okay, so that's interesting. So on balance, this is a buy from me of what could happen next. But I'm not buying this stock right now. I see other things to buy instead of. But anyway, it's a buy from me so far on balance. Let me now look at the sentiment of the stock before I compare to the S&P. The last 90 days, positive and neutral news. The last 30 days, more positive news. The last 7 days, no news. There's nothing around the stock at the moment. There's not a lot of people talking about it, which will be good for me to get this news out. This will probably trend this video. Ron Barron, who's a big Tesla investor, talked about the stock 3 weeks ago. Let's have a quick listen to him. We're running out of time. I must get on with it, but let's have a quick look here.
And co-founder and the man behind this event, and who's been bullish on figs for a very long time, host of the event, Ron Barron. How did you, before we even get, I want to hear about the story, but I don't know who wants to tell it, how you guys met each other.
She went public, and company analysts in my office introduced me to her and started following it. And then the stock, they had private offerings were done at $10 or $12 a share, and then they came public at 20. It went to 40. They did another offering. And then in the past year, all the small companies have done very poorly. The stock has come down from $40 to $6. I've been buying it for about a year and a quarter so far. And we've invested, we own 15% of her company right now, and we spent about $200 million. So it's a small investment for us. But
Ron Barron, by the way, is a big Tesla bull.
I own as much as I can own. I'm not allowed to buy more than 15%.
And you think it's, before you say, because she's not going to want to talk about her own stock, you think it's going where?
I think she's going to make me $1 billion. We have $200 million invested, and she thinks she's going to make me more. But I think we're going to make at least 5 or 6 times our money over the next 10 or 15 years, at least. So one of the things that was really interesting to me, the companies that we have speaking today, I have CoStar. We made that will do from that. Ron Barron is a Tesla bull. He obviously likes it.
Okay. That's a very interesting. I'm glad I picked that up. So we're going to wrap this up quickly because we're about to come up to the bell. This is an interesting one. Let's go back and look at the price before I go and look at the S&P. He really does. He really does like it. Let's have a look at figs. We can see now 705, 558. It was a bit lower back here in September. 705, it's rallied a little bit. Look, that's the last year. Year to date, it's up 2.4. We've gained 18% of the last 3 months. We're in a bit of a dip at the moment. It's dropping again, 7. Okay, interesting. I've got my eye on this. Ron Barron has some very interesting views. Not always. I don't believe. Very pro what he likes. If he likes something, he's all in it, and not necessarily always that accurate. Just saying. Okay, let's look at this now. Finally, if we compare the S&P, if you put $10,000 in the S&P back in 22, it's very short. We can't really compare it to the S&P at all, really. You'd be down just under 10 grand. You've lost a tiny little bit. Whereas figs, 10,000, you're down at 2. So you've dramatically lost. Now is the time to perhaps buy it. Perhaps now it's round about the bottom. I am actually looking at this with a buy. So there we go. That's the S&P. So let me wrap this up because we've got a birthday to do before the bell. Figs. Am I going to buy figs? I am considering a buy here on Figs. Ron Barron, interesting. I'm going to reach out to him and get more of a flavor on that. But if you like my reviews, click above my head and my members get a lifetime discount to our software, which is way more advanced than what those other services were using because they were out of date, only picking up parts of it. I provide a more open, honest review, and all my reviews will be on AlphaSpread, our software. Click above here and down in the link for that. My members get a lifetime discount to all of my to the service on AlphaSpread. You can get a free service, or you can get a lifetime discount, which basically makes my membership for free. There's my review on Figs. It's done for Mark Saxby on his birthday. I actually think it could be a buy this morning. I might have a little nibble myself right now. In fact, I probably will straight after the bell. Over here, I'm going to give you the full list of our AlphaSpread reviews and everything that appears around Figs. There'll be a Figs playlist perhaps down here and the full review. I am going to reach out to the company. I would like to speak to the company. If the company would like to be interviewed by me, I think you've got a very interesting story. I would like to have you on my show, so I will contact you later on today. Please DM me and I would love to talk to you. All right, that's it from me. As always, take care of yourselves and each other. All right, there we go. That's our review. Our portfolio is booming again. We're up again today, consistently beating the market, consistently beating Warren Buffett. We reached 66,000 yesterday. We're not quite there just yet, but now it's time for a birthday. Everybody, Mark Saxby, are you here? Mark Saxby, are you here? There is your review. Let me get into it. Mark Saxby, are you here? It's Mark Saxby's birthday. We did the review for Mark. We're now going to blow him up with his family. I hope they're all here because now it's birthday time. So everybody, we've got time just before the bell. Oh my gosh, have I been busy this morning getting all this done? Right, are you ready? There is the chat. Chat filter. Let me go to all messages. Right there. Okay. Let me just remove the pin for a minute. Unpin, so it's all about Mark Saxby. There we go. Turn this round. Pump the smoke out. Let me turn the camera around for you, so we're in the studio. There we go. Let's bring up the Christmas, the birthday lights. There we go. Birthday lights. And let's go. Preset there. And we'll go to pink. And we'll go to piano. There we go. Ready to rock and roll. Everybody, go into the chat now, please. And copy and paste over and over again. Happy birthday. This is for one of our members. Here we go. Let's turn that round. Give you the full effect. All right. Okay, here we go. We've got just time. Copy and paste. Everybody in the chat. Happy birthday, Mark Saxby. Let's do it. All right. Here we go. Mark Saxby's birthday. Everybody in the chat? Where is Mark here? I hope Mark's here. Copy and paste, everybody. And if you are a member of our channel, you get this service. You can celebrate anniversaries, weddings, all kind of stuff. It's one of the perks that my members get. Everyone smash the like button before we do it. Come on, let's get it going. Are you ready? Let's blow it up for Mark Saxby, all his family. We hope they're all here in the chat. So let's get into it. If you are a member of my channel and you want to celebrate a birthday, anniversary, you get to keep this video. So just under the video, Mark, is a little pair of scissors. It's called share, little clip. You can clip the video and you can own the video and you can keep it. It's just under the video and you'll have it forever. And that you can actually own this video. You'll have the copyright to it. All right, so here we go. It's Mark Saxby's birthday. I don't see Mark. I don't know if he's watching or he's celebrating with his family, but let's get straight into it. We've got the bell in a couple of minutes. Happy birthday, Mark, from all the traders and investors from around the world on Martyn Lucas Investor. As one of our members, we love to celebrate your birthday live in the show during a live session. Don't forget to clip this video. That way you'll keep the video forever. And happy birthday to you. Members from all around the world in 46 countries right now are wishing you happy birthday. Let's get into it. All right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, na to you. Happy birthday, Mark Saxby. Happy birthday to you, diddly bum, diddly bum. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, na to you. Happy birthday, Mark Saxby. Happy birthday to you, to you, to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, na to you. Happy birthday, Mark Saxby, yeah. Happy birthday to you, to you, to you, to you, to you, yeah. Happy birthday, Mark. That was especially there for you. Don't forget to clip this video and then you can share it on your social media. You can text it. What you do, you click the clip button, the pair of scissors at the beginning of the video, at the end, and then you have it and you can save it for forever and you will own this forever. All my members get this service. Happy birthday from all the family in 46 countries around the world. Mark Saxby, happy birthday to you. All right, let's get back to the studio. We've got minutes before the bell goes. We just might be buying some figs this morning. Let's have a look. Let me put that back on again. Okay. We've got 2 minutes. I'm going to be on time. We've got a review done. We've got a birthday done. Are we on it or what? Okay, here we go. Again, beating the market. Okay, let's turn the camera around on here. Oh, I've got a minute to go. There we go. All right. About to ring the bell. Beating the market again today. By quite a way. Ring the bell. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The bell has gone. We are off, and let's see what is moving. We were green just some seconds ago. Where's Mark Saxby during all of that? I hope he didn't miss it. Mark Saxby. I hope he didn't miss that. No, he's here in the chat. Are you here, Mark? Are you here? I didn't see your name pop up once during your birthday. Maybe he was dancing and celebrating. I have no idea. Right, let's go through. Let's see where we are. Okay. Virgin Galactic. It's up 202, just fallen back a bit. It's flat at the moment. Palantir 17, getting better every day. Let me add Figs back in here. 716. It's starting to move. Let me watch it a bit more. Let's go with 688. It was as low as 6. Thank you, Martin. That was awesome. And thank you, everyone, for the birthday. Here he is. Mark Saxby is here. Yes, he got it. Make sure that you clip it and save it, Mark, so you've got that video forever. We'll keep our eye on Figs this morning. Here we go. The overall portfolio is red. The S&P is Virgin Galactic is just moving up. Palantir still too expensive. Gold is up. The S&P is up, too expensive. Amazon is up, too expensive. I cannot buy it here. Makes no sense. Apple's firing up. I'm not going to buy that either. Too expensive. Next Era Energy. That's improving. 9% to go. Enphase Energy, 106.8. I'm up now 5%. Coca-Cola, again, up again. Nearly 7% now. In fact, 6.28. Johnson & Johnson, taking a bit of a drop at the moment. Still up 0.9. Kenvue, doing much better today. 2%. The domestic side of J&J doing well. Google, too expensive, going down. Tesla, up today, just pulling back a bit. We are still green in the studio. Rivian is just selling off this morning, 13%. McDonald's is down today, but I'm up 4%. Google, I think I was looking at Chevron earlier. I apologize for that. Google is up today, too expensive. I'm out of the stock. Microsoft, too expensive. I'm not buying that. Walmart is going down. Tesco is down today. Tilray Brands, rubbish. Not in it. Lost direction. Robinhood, we're waiting imminently for the email from Robinhood. It's very frustrating, I know. Everybody's like, when's it coming out? It's imminent, but it has been now for a couple of days. That's all I can say. I know it's frustrating for everybody, but you've got to have patience. It's a big deal what they're doing, but it is happening. IonQ is going down. Rocket Lab is up, but just pulling back. We're still green. Plug is coming back up again now. I'm down 16%, starting to move up. Procter & Gamble. Rumble, rubbish. Funware, I'm out of the stock. FFIE, that's taking a tumble now to a new all-time low, 25 cents. This is what I said, do not keep buying it. Rio Tinto, Bitcoin today is down 1.3 at 43.5, doing well there though. Bitcoin's looking very, very nice. XRP is down 2.77. There we go. We've got through all our positions this morning. Good. Let's go back to Figs. Are we going to buy this morning? Down 1.6 at the moment. Let's read some of your comments. We had a big celebration for Mark Saxby, John, Zach, Stephen Lewandowski. They all jumped in for you, mate. Ed Nevius, Paul Hudson, Chris Coyle jumped in there. Crag jumped in. Jordan Allen, Octavio Garcia, Buckaroony joined in for you. Mike, of course. Wall Street is predicting the US is heading for a recession. What do you think? I don't agree. We're green indeed. I don't agree. I think it's manipulation and God knows what else. It's games that everyone plays. T.O. Roll. Martin, thank you. That was awesome. And thank you everyone for the birthday. Great. NEE has been interesting these past couple of mornings. Always builds up nice and finally broke 60 yesterday just for it to dump on the opening bell. Yes, NEE is one of my positions. Going to come straight back up again though. It's improving all the time. Return on equity is outperforming the industry. That's why I'm in next year energy. It's outperforming the industry. So I'm in it. We've got scalp trading. It went through $60. People took profits. I'm not selling any. The dividends are great. The company is not going to, it is growing at the same time. It has a phenomenal dividend. It's a package of both. I like it. And I like what it's doing as well. Do you feel that there's low volume today? T.O. I don't really sense that yet. Robinhood EU crypto is now out. Liam Laffey, yes, I've heard that. In, I believe, is it Italy? No, France. In France, Robinhood is now having crypto in the EU. It's huge for Robinhood. I can't even stress enough how good it's going to be for Robinhood. It's definitely a Forex. Good morning, all. Queen of Self-Braiding. You never responded to me, I don't think. Did you hear yesterday I mentioned on the show that I'm happy to do a fundraiser for your event? Hang on a minute. I've got a coffee from the lovely Leah. How are you this morning, Leah? All good here? All right. Here we go. And here in Ireland, it's out. In Liam Laffey. Are you able to call in at all, Liam? You're one of my members. Are you able to call and maybe share on the screen? Maybe if you've got Robinhood crypto, that would be great. I'd love you to call in and share your screen, make a little video out of it. If you are, let me know. Thanks, Leah. Martyn Lucas Investor. I missed it. Yes, Queen of Self-Braiding. On the show yesterday, I actually said to you that I received a text from you weeks ago saying, would I do a fundraiser for you? And I said, yes, I'm happy to do that. All right, so I'll be in touch. I apologize, things take a long time sometimes, but you can imagine I'm extremely busy. Okay, and I try to cover, and I will cover everybody. All right, here we go. My portfolio, again, is beating the market, beating Warren Buffett, beating the S&P. When I say beating Warren Buffett, if you look at Berkshire Hathaway and compare my portfolio to that, I consistently beat that. That's what I mean when I say I beat Warren Buffett. Just want to be absolutely clear of that. Okay, so yesterday we did reach an all-time high of 60,000. Of 66. We are just off the all-time high, but nevertheless, we creating all-time highs nearly every other day. But there you go, pretty good, right? Might call in the evening show, just at work at the moment. Okay, that'd be awesome. That'd be amazing if you can do that. Thank you, Martin. You're very welcome. Hi, Queen. All right, then. Now then, we've got. We've just done a review. That review for Figs will come out after the closing bell tonight. It'll be a world premiere, but we also have a world premiere this morning, and I'd like you all to watch with me. That way, after this show finishes, we can continue the chat, continue live. I'm going to be with you. Everybody will be together discussing and talking about the stocks and so on and so forth. And the review that we've got coming out for you today is ChargePoint. ChargePoint, that's happening, and that was for Nikunj. This is the one. I'm going to give everybody now the link to it, so you can already go leave a comment, a like, you can share it. If you're one of the Lucasades, I know the Lucasades are always sharing all the videos out now. I see it all over the place. People are putting it on their socials. That's why the channel is gaining hundreds of subscribers. It seems now every day, and more followers on X every day. So let me give you the link to the ChargePoint review in a few moments time. Let me pin it. And that didn't come out very well. There we go. That's better. Let me pin that to the top. So if you want to, you can already go there, put a like, leave a comment, and so on and so forth. All right. Okay, fantastic. Now we're taking a bit of a drop right now. That more than likely will be NEE selling from its profit, maybe even Rivian as well. Let me go and have a look. Virgin Galactic is 205. That's up again today. That's good. Palantir, no, it's still too expensive. Gold, too expensive. S&P, too expensive. Amazon, too expensive. Apple, too expensive. NEE, there we go. It's sold off. It's trying to come back up again, though. Enphase, that's really good now. I'm up 5.56%. Call that 6%, actually. This is a 2 to 3x, no doubt. Here comes the money again. So we had the piggy banks raided, and now they're all coming back in again. Chevron, if Chevron goes to 142, I'm going to buy another 10. Tesla trimming off. Rivian just follows it all the time. But I'm up 11%. It's holding now. McDonald's, people are buying back in again. Google, too expensive. Microsoft. You're only going to get a recession if you own the FANGs, by the way. I don't. At the moment, I think it's all overbought. So if you want to be, not worried about this recession that everyone's looming over all the time, just make sure that you don't invest in the stocks that are overvalued. Simple as that, really, because they're the ones that will dump the quickest. Robinhood is 11.10, just trimmed off a bit, but we're 27% up. IonQ, too dear. Rocket Lab, Plug is coming back up again now. Good. Let's go back to Figs. Balance sheet is good. We looked at it earlier. So 534, 529. That's about, mid fives. I will let it go. I'd like to get it under 7. Remember, I always want the best deals, and if I don't get the best deals, I just don't get involved. Down 1.96. We're having a morning sell-off for the next 15 minutes, so I want to see if it goes lower. Quite like the idea. By a small position. Nicola is way down. Let me, hang on. Thank you for alerting me to that. Let me do, I've got a big audience that follow me for Nicola that would like to know my thoughts on that, I think. Yeah, here we go, Nicola. We'll keep our eye on Figs as well, NKLA, Nicola. NKLA. Nicola. Revenue. Operating cash flow. Solvency score. Profitability score. Okay, huge upside. Is it short interest? No selling. Let's have a look if we've got any. Short interest. A lot of short interest. Does it have enough volume for a short squeeze? Net income's improving. Operating income is improving. Revenue is down. Capital expenditure is increasing. Okay. Nicola. NKLA at 1 hour 15. Okay, this is important. Nicola. News. Anything today? No. Last 7 days today. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Have we got an all-time low now? Breaking news here on Martyn Lucas Investor, ticker symbol NKLA, Nicola. It needs an urgent look at right now. Let's have a look at it. It's an opportunity for a short squeeze on the cards. Let's look at the numbers. Let's see why the stock is down so much today. So here we go. Let's get straight into it and look at our numbers. The revenue is down at 45%. The revenue is down 45%. But the analysts are expecting this to S-curve. This is what we're talking about here. This is the S-curve, and analysts are expecting, our software is predicting that we are going to get an S-curve. It's down 45% just before it rallies up. This could be a potential short squeeze. Let me share with you. Operating income is up 0.6. Net income is down on the most recent range at 22%. Just some recent figures out at 75 cents now, but we could get a big S-curve rally imminently, okay? Okay, just a little warning here. 1.1 billion on assets, 545 in liabilities. If we look at the long-term debt, half of that is debt though. So long-term debt is 42% of the balance sheet. That's what's bringing it down. Also, the margins are down. The margins have fallen off a cliff. They must be spending on the company. Look, we in capital expenditure, we were at 230% margins. We're now down at negative 740%. Margins are being crushed. That is putting extreme pressure on the company downward. If we look at the profitability score, negative 1 year revenue growth. The revenue growth forward thinking is down. Profitability score is 21%. Solvency score though, they're not going bust anytime soon. Everything is looking good on the long-term, short-term debt and low DE. 39% is not that bad on a new company. They're not going bust though. Wall Street are giving you a massive target, a 428% upswing. The average is 150% upswing. Worst case scenario, 27%. Wall Street aren't very good at reviewing the stocks. They are exaggerating, but nevertheless, some very impressive numbers there. Look at the competition if you want to go and see how it compares. I will give you the link to that in a moment. Insider trading. We have the latest, most advanced algorithmic software which detects that. During the last 12 months, Nicola insiders have not bought any shares and sold 4.3 million. The last transaction was on September the 6th by Pastorik Anastasia, the chief financial officer, who sold $7,500 worth of Nicola. That is nothing to be concerned about. That is not a lot. It gets attention, but it's not a lot. The majority of their stake was sold back here at the beginning of the year. Nothing significant. It does get news and it does drive the stock down, but that is actually insignificant. The big sell-off was done earlier. No one is really selling en masse right now. Okay. If you want to go and see my latest Nicola analyst review, I actually appear here on Alpha Spread. They put all of my reports here. If you want to get a full breakdown of the stock, this is not a full breakdown. I just want to give you some breaking news. Sentiment over the last 90 days is, you can see, negative 20%. Over the last 30 days, the positive sentiment is shrinking. The negative is the same, but neutral is growing. The last 7 days, negative sentiment. That's because of the inside trading is being blown out of proportion. People love to sell news. I don't sell news. I don't sell videos. I'm here live every day. I'm making this video on a live video. I am not about bringing bad news, how to get rich or how to get poor for really quickly. I am bringing you the real news, the facts. I'm not beefing it up in any way. I'm just telling you the facts. Let me present to you the short position. This is important. How many people are shorting the stock? It's now 19.46. It's approaching excessive. Over 20%, it's excessive. With volume, the stock can squeeze. This, at this level, could actually squeeze if it just gets a little bit more volume and a little bit more short interest. I don't know why anyone would be shorting it now, of course, but they're already in. They've already bought those contracts. If we got some volume now, some serious volume, which we could get with a 23% drop, we could actually get a short squeeze here, because those numbers are very close to a short squeeze starting. Okay, so I just wanted to bring you this breaking news. The Wall Street analysts are good. The solvency is good. The profitability on this company is still okay for a new company. The margins have been slaughtered this morning. The latest information that I have got. Capital expenditure, though, is now trimming off. So they've trimmed off their capital expenditure by 16%. So the company aren't spending as much money as they were. So this could actually be a claim for a short squeeze. There you go. It's some breaking news. I just wanted to bring my Nicola investors that follow me for Nicola news. Nicola could short squeeze from here with a bit more volume. Shall we just look at what the volume is today? As you can see, it's high risk, 100%. Price to earnings ratio is negative right now. Let me see what the volume is right now. The volume, average volume is 52 million. Today's volume, first thing in the morning, negatively, is 47 million, with the bell just half an hour in. So we could actually get a little bit of price movement here. And in fact, what I'm going to do is I am going to trade. If I actually go in here, I'll actually do it live on the show. Let me bring up Nicola. I will actually do this. Trade, buy, limit order. We'll call it 77 cents. What the hell? Market hours, extended hours. Yes. Today, you can see me doing it now. I'm literally buying. I'm literally going to be buying Nicola at this level. 3 p.m. Continue. Number of shares. I'll buy. How much shall I buy? Won't go crazy. I'll do that as a moon bag. As a day trade. Okay. Just going to buy a small amount. It's just as a day trade. There you go. You can see what I'm doing there. I'm going to buy 500 shares just as a small day trade. And review. And I'm going to buy. Let's see if it goes through. There you go. I've just bought a small amount, 500 shares of Nicola. And let's see what I do. All right, there we go. Just bought Nicola, and it's starting to move up now. Let's see if I can make... There we go. I'm up already. Here we go. I'm up 0.5%, 1%. Here we go. I'm making some money now. Here we go. So I'm not going to buy huge amounts of it. It is a moon bag. It's purely... it's a... I'd say gamble. It's using the numbers as education, but nevertheless, I have just bought 500 shares of Nicola, NKLA, and I wouldn't be surprised if I could make myself 20-30% potentially within minutes. So we shall see what happens. Is it going up? Yep, here we go. Let's look at my overall portfolio. So this is made during a live video. You can see I'm starting to make money. I'm already there. I'm up there nearly 1% now. There it goes. And I will set a stop trail loss. I will take a quick profit from this. That was done live during the live show. Using the numbers, using the information, looking at the balance sheets, dismissing headlines that draw you in or out of a stock, just using the fundamental structure and the knowledge of all of that. I am making money pretty much instantly. I'm going to get back to my live audience. We've got a live, I'm in a live show right now. I just wanted to present that information of how I do a scalp trade and bring you that latest news. Click above my head for more information. If you want that software that I use, which will help you make informed decisions, or below in the description, my members will always get a lifetime discount so you can make money and make informed decisions based upon that. If you are a member, you get a lifetime discount. You can also get a free plan as well. If you get the premium plan, you'll get my membership for free, because my discount will basically, the discount you get will make my membership for free. Over here, I'll put my full alpha spread reviews, and I'll put more information on Nicola, maybe the Nicola playlist, so you can go and check out the full playlist. There you go. All right, until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. All right, there you go. Back to the live audience. I shall leave that there for a moment. And, okay, we're green again in the studio. Oh, no, we're not. We're just going red now. Okay. Let's see where we go. I wouldn't touch Nicola this until 50 cents. Fair enough. Says Paul Knowles. I think the numbers to me speak for themselves. Okay, too late, Martin. Maybe put color to red. Nicola selling some 300 million shares. Hey, Martin, when will Gary... right, R3A. I spoke to Sensei. He said he will call in today. Of course, you requested that I would do it with Sensei. He said yes. He can't give me the time of when, because it's very short notice. He doesn't know, but he will. He has made the commitment to call in today, either on the morning bell or the closing bell. But Sensei will call in. You will get your Gary review today. That's happening 100%. Okay? All right. That's happening. My portfolio is green again. We're up again today, beating the market, beating the S&P, and beating Warren Buffett. We've just bought some Nicola, the S&P going up, Amazon, Apple, Next Era Energy moving up, Enphase up, Coca-Cola come back up, Johnson & Johnson still going down, Kenvue going up. Which reviews are today and tomorrow, Martin? Okay, we've just done we've got ChargePoint coming out in a few moments. In fact, in an hour. We've already got people waiting to watch it with me. It'll be live discussion, live Q&A. Please make sure you can join us for that. Straight at the end of the show, we'll go straight into ChargePoint. I've just recorded Figs for Mark Saxby. That will come out this afternoon. That's 2 today we've done. And Patrick Moritz. Okay, I'm going to do a review now. I'm going to do another review. That's 3 reviews today we're going to do. So we're watching Figs. I'm making... sorry, not Figs. I beg your pardon. We're watching Figs and Nicola. Figs is now 7. Okay, here we go. This is my position. I just bought Nicola. I'll be trading it quickly. Look, you can see I'm already up 1.62. I'd like a 20% profit. And I'll put a stop trail loss on it, and I will sell it. So there you go, Nicola. I'm in, and I did it live on the show as I brought the news, as I did it for you. There you go. You always get an overreaction like this. If the volume is right, you can get a squeeze here. So it was worth $500. It was worth 500 shares. Beg your pardon. I'm now up 2%. Here we go. Starting to move now. I will set a stop trail loss in a minute. This is a scalp trade, instant scalp trade. If you're watching closely, there it is. Now then, Patrick Moritz is my which reviews after today and tomorrow. The answer to your question, Chris, is I want to do TUI in a minute, and Omar wants Indy. So the next two are TUI and Indy. If anybody wants to do a super chat, you can go to the top. You can. There'll also be another review today for Gary token. It's a crypto token that'll be done as well today. So there'll be 3 today, plus we've already done 2. So there's 5 reviews today. Okay. Watching closely on Nicola. Is there going to be any volume coming in? We're also watching Figs. It's now 7. How far down the list is MODG? How far down the list is MODG? Let's have a look. There it is. Callaway Golf, Chris C. $12. It's about, I'd say about 8 or 9 days out. About 8 or 9 days out. You can have it right now, immediately, with a super chat if you want to, but it's about 8 days out right now. What should it tell us when alpha spread points out a negative value? What should it tell us when alpha spread points out a negative value of a stock? If it's a negative value, the company is losing money essentially, and it's worth less than you are paying for the stock, and the company is losing money. All right. We are nice and green again today. Very good. Overall portfolio is up. Virgin Galactic is up 209. Doing very well indeed. Yeah. S&P, J&J will be bouncing in a minute. Kenvue, Chevron, 6%. My best position so far. Rivian, coming back. Good. Everything is good. Everything is good. All the stocks that are over at too expensive are primed to fall. Robinhood going up again. Okay. So, I'm going to give you just a 30 seconds. If not, I'm about to do TUI. Is my next review. If anybody wants to jump to the top, you can. If not, I'm doing TUI in the next couple of minutes. Figs 702. I wonder if Nicola has any. If it doesn't move soon, I'll just I'll take my money out. If it's not going to go, it's not going to go. I don't mind. I'm not going to lose money though. Let's have a look. It's not regarded as oversold on the RSI. If I just share with you, you can't see it quite on the screen, but let me look at the level 2, the order book. Yeah, people want to buy it at 77. Big orders piling it, starting to pile in now. There you go. That's potentially giving the sentiment. Or 31,000 now coming in. 31,000 at 76. So people want to buy it now. There's not much selling. Yeah, at 31,000 is the big one there, or relatively. 25,000 at 77. So it's more than likely, again, you can't use this as a guide, but it's an indication. Everything, all bits of information add up to something that it could suddenly move. The volume, let me see what the volume is again. Let's refresh that screen. Volume currently is, the average volume is 52. We're at 60. Okay. So at the minute we were around that when the bell went. So let's just see the volume continue, and let's start to see it move upwards. If it doesn't move in the next 10, 15 minutes, I will take the small profit I have, a couple of dollars, I don't mind, but and we'll get out. We're just watching it. Okay. As we watch Nicola, I'm expecting maybe a 10, 20% profit from this. What we're going to do now is, because everyone's falling asleep. Everyone's falling asleep. So here we go. Let's wake you buggers up. Come on. Here we go. We've got nearly 100 people watching this morning, which is fantastic. And let's wake you all up. You ready? Okay. Only 50% of people are actually signed into Google. I don't know why it is. It's just the way it is. So the best we could get here is about 45 likes. That's 45 likes, right? We're up to 18 right now. Come on, everybody. Smash the like button. If you like the content and you want to be shown the content again, tap the like button. YouTube will then suggest my content. You won't miss breaking news like this. You won't miss my reviews and so on. If you don't like my content and you don't want to see it anymore, please then do tap the down like button, and you won't be shown my content anymore. So if you don't like my content, just tap the down like button, and you can then not see my content anymore. So do something. Don't just sit there and do nothing. We should be at least 40 likes right now, because we get 99.5% up likes on our show. 99.5. It's only half of you can ever actually sign in. We've got a lot of people here not signed in this morning. I don't know why that is. It might be a lot of my Nicola audience. I know a lot of them don't sign in. I've talked to them on StockTwits. I understand the sentiment. 85, a lot of gamblers there, and I'm gambling a bit this morning myself. 85. Why aren't we at 40? What's going on? Let me refresh the screen. There's got to be something wrong why that isn't moving. Let's have a little look. It's got to be something wrong here. What's going on here? That's more like it. There we go. We were stuck. 57 likes. I thought that was odd. We're at 57. That's more like it. That's way over 50%. Well, I can't ask for more than that, so I'm not even going to bother. Well, that's brilliant. Let's get rid of Mr. Mini-Me. Let's end the music. You can't get much better than that. All right, Jordan Allen, Nicola have diluted by some 30%. Would have thought by the end of the day the stock should be down 30%. Right, but if you look at the volume and the balance sheet and everything else, and the movement and everything else, I think there's opportunity here. So I am watching it right now. Okay, I'm up 2.3% now. I added Barclays today. Very nice. I wouldn't buy banks. I don't see any point in buying a bank. They're over-regulated now. It's very difficult for them to make any money for the shareholders. Make money for themselves, but not for the shareholders. I don't think there's much of a return there. All right, here we go. We're now going to sell a Nicola. The point was not a huge profit, just to demonstrate how I make money. I'm going to set a stop trail order. Sell. A trading stop order. This is my trading stop order. This is how I'm going to sell and make money on my Nicola investment this morning. It was more of a scalp trade. It wasn't really an investment at all. It was just looking at the numbers, and as simple as that, really. Trail percent 77, 1%. Initial, that'll do. Continue, 1%. 3 p.m. Number of shares, 500. There we go. 1%. This was primarily just a demonstration to show you how I scalp trade if I want to scalp trade. I'm setting a stop trail loss now. So I will make 1.5% minimum guaranteed. Now, when I say guaranteed, nothing in this life is guaranteed because the stop trail order doesn't necessarily go through. But so we're not getting that much volume as I would have hoped that we might get. But we are getting something. So I'm just looking at it now. I'm watching it. I'm feeling it out, looking at the volume, looking how it's moving, looking at the sentiment. I'm going to make 1.5%. So I'm going to make about $7 profit, regardless. It may be more, but are we getting any movement from there? It could go down lower. Jordan Allen is absolutely right, but there's always an opportunity for an overreaction just to make a little bit. Is it going to go? 3%, I'll make 2%. I'm happy with that. There you go. I've said it. Here we go. Now you can see order received, order placed. There we go. It's starting to run. I've got a 1% on it. So I'm guaranteed to make 3.5. I'm going to make 2.5% profit in seconds. I will pay a 20% capital gains tax on it. It's just a demonstration to show you what I'm doing, how you can scalp trade and pretty much guarantee yourself some money. From an overreaction, looking at volume, looking at numbers, looking at balance sheets, reviews, and we're up at 3% now, 3.5%. So I'm going to make 2.5% profit, which is great if you think about it in 5 minutes. So 2.5%. Now I know, of course, I'm inviting trolls to jump on in and say, "Oh, what an idiot! You've only made $10." I've made $10 on a stock that has just been diluted by 300 million shares. I could have made $1 million if I'd bought more, but that would be irresponsible and unbalance my portfolio. But nevertheless, I make money consistently. Overall, I'm making money, beating the market and beating Warren Buffett. So before you even bother sending me millions of messages, don't bother, because I will reply back to you going, a profit is a profit. The stock is losing money. The margins have been decimated, and I have just made money from it. I've made more money percentage-wise than Nicola have this year. So don't waste your time messaging me going, "Oh, what do you know? What are you talking about?" I'm consistently beat the market, consistently beat Warren Buffett, and I'm always making money. So let's just focus on that before you bother even replying to me. As you can see, I just bought 500 as a demonstration. Any more than that would have been all-out gambling and would unsettle my portfolio, and I'm not looking to do that. Any moment now, you will see it sell. Let's watch it. I'm up 4% now, so I'm guaranteed 3%. What's wrong with 3%? What is wrong with 3%? What's wrong with 3% in a matter of minutes? Nothing at all. If we watch it now very closely, you'll see my stop trail order is moving up. You can see it now. I bought it at 75 cents. We're nearly at 79 cents. It's running. The momentum will run out because it is negative news today. However, in the morning, it's an overreaction. What we've got here is an overreaction on Nicola. People have dumped the stock way above what they should have done. People will see opportunity like I am seeing it by looking at the numbers, the volume, and everything else that's going on with the stock. Realize there's a very, very quick opportunity here to make money. I could very easily make 20% now. At the moment, I'm making 3%, and at the moment that drops by 1%, I shall be out. We're going to cover this live. I'm not going anywhere for this. We're going to keep watching it, and you can see I'm still in. I simply bought 500, and what I've done is set a stop trail order. I can forget all about this now. Now, if you are using a stop trail order, you can see, look, I've just made that in seconds, right? Without any without any risk to me at all. I didn't feel there was any risk whatsoever to doing that. Now I've made 4.5%, nearly 5%. There we go. Now it's running. There you go. Keep on going. And you'd be surprised how much money I can make even just on 500 shares. I could make myself $100 here. I don't think I'm going to. The moment it moves. Now what I could do right now, to give you a little suggestion here, what you could do, I could now cancel my stop trailer order and put in 2%, because 1% is a very, very small amount. The moment it drops 1%, boom, I'm out. And it will keep setting new highs, keep going up, and whatever high it's now reached, there's a 1% drop and I'm out. That's how you make money, guaranteed. Not 100% guaranteed, because on a high moving stock, your stop trail loss might not execute. So there's always that chance. Some brokerages offer insurance, but if you're doing it on small amounts, there's not really much point. There you go. I'm now up $19. I'm at 5%. So I'm guaranteed to make 4%, as much as a guarantee can possibly be a guarantee. I expect this to be sold at any second now, and I'll walk away with about $15 in profit, 100%, no risk there for me at all right now. Now, what I can do, like I just said, I could cancel my stop trailer order, reassess it, and make it 2%. That way, I'll have more of a movement. So as the stock gets bigger and moves higher up, then the movements can be greater, but still keeping me in the stock. Bearing in mind, if it can then move 2%, it can take me lower, but I'm still going to be up because I'm now up 5%. So I'm guaranteed now 4.5% profit. There we go. 4.5% profit. So now I'm making a minimum of $15. Very, very easy. No stress, no drama, no headache. And we're sold and we're out. There we go. It's now sold. It's done. And that is how you scalp trade a stock that is oversold due to negative sentiment and an overreaction. Shall we have a quick update and see what I made from that position? Let me share with you. So again, before anyone even bothers trolling me, I consistently make money, consistently make profits. Profit is profit. And a 4% profit in seconds is by my book, if you do it consistently, is very, very good. Okay? Doesn't matter. Now then, let me show you what I did. So the actual amount of money isn't very high, but that really isn't what's important. What's important is this. I spent $379 and I made $395. So there we go. There's the profit between $379 and $395. There is my profit, about $16 profit. $16 with no drama, no stress. Now, before anyone suggests to me, of course they will say, oh, but it's continually running. You could have stayed in. Yes, I could have done. But if I'd stayed in and not sold, then I tried to do a manual sell, I may not have got my order through. But this is an overreaction that will negatively go back down again, because what they've done today is a negative thing on the stock. It's not good on the stock. Things will go back down again, and if I wanted to, I could buy it again. So it doesn't really matter if it goes up 20, 30%. It doesn't matter. I've made money. 100% guaranteed. And that's all that's important. I don't want to keep, it's like going back to the casino and going, well, I won the first time, so I want to go again and again. Ultimately, you'll lose because the house always win. There's my trade. There's my position. That's how to scalp trade Nicola or any stock when there is negative news. However, you need the volume. You need the fundamentals to all kind of come together, which it did this morning, presented me with a chance to buy at the bottom and make myself, I think I made 4%. 4% is fine. That is a third of what you're going to make in a year on the S&P. Remember that. That's a third of what you could make in a year on the S&P in seconds. Click above my head if you want to see more information in the series, and look below for more links of how I obtain the information to be able to make an informed decision using Alpha Spread. Over here, I'll put my Alpha Spread reviews. I reviewed Nicola and why I decided that was the right time to get a quick scalp trade. Yes, I'm out and more down here, but I made a profit. I don't care now what the stock does. I don't even care if it goes to $1 million. I don't care. I've made money. Until next time, as always, consistently make money, take care of yourselves and each other. All right. Okay. We're out of the stock. Now, because I've made money, of course, my margin has been reduced. My profit has been increased. And let's have a look. Let's read some of the comments here. I like it how you only put in about £5. You have bankroll management. I like how you only put about £5. I put $380, mate. I put $380. I bought 500 shares. I didn't put £5 in. Fair enough. Easy. 2.5. I'm somewhat new to trading, maybe 1 year at most. Is it? Hey, look at this.
Just wanted to send 5% of the love I have for this community financially, D.
How nice is that? I just wanted to send 5% of the love I have for this community. How nice is that? How nice is that? Brilliant. We're all making money, right? Everyone happy. I'm somewhat new to trading, maybe 1 year at most. Is it just me, or is the market particularly unpredictable today, including blue chips? No, this is normal. When you've been in the stock market, I've been using the stock market for most of my life. This portfolio is currently 2.5 years old, but I've been in the stock market for years. And if you stand back and stop looking through a microscope, which is what we are doing here, you will actually see that it's not actually moving at all. It can move a lot more than this. We've all made those mistakes thinking, oh my God, the market's really moving today. It's because you're looking at under a microscope. So no, this is perfectly normal. Just trading popular retail stocks, Barclays always seem to bounce 140, then I sell once. Good luck, Chris. I wish you the best. Yeah, I think Nicola might be too risky, but profit is profit. Always. 5-minute chart showing recovery. MACD, RSI looking good. Well, there you go. Chris, Qatar, pulling out 644 shares of Barclays. They think the UK is too risky. Sod's Law, it recovers back to $1. It doesn't matter to me. Yeah, it's a quick trade, Jordan. Overall, they're not looking great, but always seem to follow a regular enough pattern. Exactly, all gains count. It's cumulative gains on gains. Rome wasn't built in a day. Exactly. That profit that I've made, no matter how small, is going into reducing margin at 8%. So I've just made money and I've reduced margin, which saves me 8% on that amount of money. So I've made 4% plus 8%, because that money I made was 4%. Then I use that money to reduce margin, which on that amount of money is 8%. So I've made 12%. If you look at the cumulative future projections and everything else, the real long-term look of it all, that's what I've done this morning. And made an entertaining video that everyone's going to watch, and I'll make a couple of bucks on the video. All right. It's actually a clever trade, Martin. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. It was actually a clever trade. Good luck. I'm bullish pound yen on the premise that inflation is coming down. It is. Good risk management and shows people how to use trailing stops. Thank you very much indeed. House always wins. Laws of diminishing returns, unfortunately. Great scalp, Martin. And if we look at Nicola, it's coming down now. $5 super chat. I love this. Stir Fry Rambo, thank you. I love the way the long-term members, the founder members, the original members, those that love the channel, that are my dear friends, that, you know, we love each other quite frankly, that have been supporting us together. I love how they thank people that super chat the show. I see that all the time. The founder members, the ones that have been here from day one, always pop up and say thank you. I think it's a wonderful thing they do that, because obviously the tip goes to me, right? But the founder members always say thank you to those that tip. Isn't that lovely? It just shows you the love of the family, the relationship that we have. Everyone wants to see the channel grow and the support. I love that. I am a lost soul, says Stir Fry Rambo. No, you're not, mate. Queen, of course. I love this channel, this community, this environment. But I'm new, but I'm smart enough to sense the informational value here. Stir Fry, keep learning, keep being part of it. You learn just by being here and discussing and watching and sharing and being open. Now you can see, if you are looking at Nicola now, why I did what I did. That's the biggest drop now. Now, I don't know the future. It may go up again. I don't care, because the fundamental of the stock isn't good. I made money from an overreaction, simple as that. Now we're getting, since it rose, a substantial drop. I actually sold it in between here. So I would have been losing money now if I tried to have done, no, not losing money, sorry. I'd have been less money if I tried to do a manual sell, because the volatility would be so extreme that if I just click the sell button, never do that, by the way, always set a limit order. Don't be lazy and just go sell, because it won't sell where it is. If it's volatile, remember, there's millions of trades happening in seconds. And if you just go sell, you'll probably sell down here. Won't sell up here. Robinhood does try its best to bring you out. See how it's coming down now, look. Always do a limit order or a stop trade order. Don't just go sell and hope for the best. That's quick and easy. I know it's easy and it's lazy, but don't do it. Now then, another important sentiment of trading is this. Once you've done what you came to do and you have won consistently, you don't want to be in the stock. You scalped it. You're not an investor of this stock. If I was, I'd have already been in it. I would have just been low in my average today. I'm not. I'm out. So what I'm doing now, I don't care what Nicola does. Don't look back. Don't look forward. Don't look at it and go, oh, I wish I'd kept it. Oh, I wish I'd been it. If I'd kept it all the way to $1, oh, you made profit. So what do? Close the window. Forget it. Not interested. Move on. Not bothered. Looking at figs next. That's what we're looking at next. All right? So move on. Don't need to worry about it. Why do I not need to worry about it? Because what's important is, again, I'm beating the market. I'm beating Warren Buffett. I'm beating the S&P. I'm doing better than I deserve. So forget it. Move on. Look for the next opportunity. And as you can see, we are doing really great. Okay. Let's, best YouTube channel in the world, says Mike. Virgin Galactic management met with Key Bank. Any news about this? Virgin Galactic met with Key Bank. Any news about this? I don't have any information about that. What do you have? If you're a member to the channel, let me turn on general public right now, and you'll be able to communicate with me. If you are a member, you can share links onto to Discord and have your say on the show. And you can call into the show and do many other things. You can book in a review and all the rest of it. Right. Let's have a look here. Just done the same on Nicola. Made $40. Wasted it on FFIE. See, that's a mistake. What'd you do that for? How come you made $40? You did twice as much as me, didn't you? You see, this is it. You see, this is very important sentiment. Some people have $10. Some people have $1 million. The fact of the matter is, I made the same percentage, if not better, than Buckaroony, but he made more money than me because he put in more money. So don't be put off by those who've got more money than you who go, I just made $1,000. It's because they put in $1 million. They're not smarter than you. They don't know more than you, but they had more to put in. They may have made exactly the same percentage as you. if you are consistently making profits, if you are consistently making good percentages, you'll have more money to do it in the future and continue to grow. So Buckaroony probably bought 1,000 shares. I bought 500. So he basically doubled what I did. That's essentially what happened there. But I wasn't prepared to put 1,000 in because I wanted it as a demonstration trade, and that's what it was. So there, put that in your pipe and smoke it. Buckaroony. Anyway, the good thing about my position is I don't have to make as much money, because what will happen here is Buckaroony's got millions of dollars, right? He's rich, right? Loads of money. He'll make loads of money on my trades and my tips and my information, and then he'll go, "Oh, I just made $1,000. There's $20." Now, if everyone does that, I don't have to trade anywhere. That's one of the advantages of having the show, isn't it? That's one of the advantages. If we all buy a trade and everyone makes money, I don't have to worry about it. Everyone's going to give me a super chat. I'm only joking. It does happen though. Anyway, Ether's past 2,300. Buckaroony, don't go and chase it on Mullen. No, don't do that. It's a news story. It's a news story. Can't see it, the information, just the story title on Google. Okay, I don't know about that, and I need verification before I report on it. Buying more PayPal and Palantir, are you? Wouldn't buy Palantir up here. I think that's a mistake. I wouldn't be buying it up here, I don't think. Mate, when is Rocket Lab next launch? The Rocket Lab launch window opens, I will tell you, December the 13th, next week. Top story on tip ranks for Virgin Galactic. Oliver, you are a member of the channel. Send me the link. If you want me to review something, send me the link. All right, we've got 29 minutes to go. We're about to end the show. We have another review. We have ChargePoint. This one has a potential of a short squeeze. I think it's 33% short interest. I think it is. Was it this one, ChargePoint? Or was that the last? Was that the last stock I did? I can't remember now. Is AMD a buy? I wouldn't buy AMD. Raz Van, I can do a full review on it if you want, but no, it's not a buy from me. Don't like the way the company operates. Okay. Let's check in on a few things. If you, hang on a minute, let me close that. Right. If you are wanting to know what's being said by the businesses, the people that work at the factories, the people that work at the companies I invest in, they follow me on LinkedIn. And yesterday I was asked, would I stream my shows on LinkedIn? I now do that. If you would like to be one of my followers on LinkedIn, then you can. Here is my, there is my LinkedIn. I was asked to do it yesterday, and I'm now doing it, and I'm streaming live on LinkedIn now. Let me just drop into, in fact, what I need to do is give everyone my ChargePoint review, because we're about to go into a ChargePoint review in a few moments. So let me first of all give it to everybody who's watching me on LinkedIn. If you want to see my ChargePoint review, LinkedIners, I've already given you the ChargePoint review. You've got that there. Let me go into Kick. They have it. Let me give everybody my Kick account. Should you wish to follow me on Kick, then you can. The home is here on YouTube, though, just so you know. Go into Rumble and welcome all of you. Thank you very much indeed. What about Facebook? I've given you all the ChargePoint. Don't know why it's appeared 3 times. Can you drop the link here also? Julian Torres would like ChargePoint. Of course, I can give you the link. Here is the link for you. Whoops, a daisy. That's not it. Here's ChargePoint. Of course, I serve all my audiences across 46 countries on 22 platforms. So yes, of course, there you go. I've just given it to you. There you go. You're very, very welcome. It's a review I think you want to see. Stock Twits. Let me answer some of the questions I have this morning. So here we go. If you do follow me on Stock Twits or X, I will answer your question. So Lucas Janus says, Martyn Lucas, I'm hoping to send you a private message. Please follow me so we can chat. Sorry, I can't do that. I can't just follow people just because they're going to message me. Sorry, I can't do that. But you can still message me. Okay. Reply to everybody. Have I got any more comments to reply to? Let's have a quick look. Yes. Good luck to you. Good luck to you too. Okay, we're all good there. Let me look at the messages here this morning on X, and let me reply to all my members. Mike reposted 6 of the posts, liked 6 of the posts. That's very nice. Lou liked 2 of them. Thank you, Lou. A new follower from yesterday, I believe. Lou, thank you for following me yesterday. Charge Point, that's the review coming up in a few moments' time. We're going to be reviewing that. Mark Saxby, we've got some love this morning coming in from Mike and Jason Fallon and Mark Saxby. Some of our top fans here, and they're in for the competition to win the Fan of the Year. Jason Fallon just reposted, go, go, go. Mike gets a reply. I replied to all Mike's comments. Of course, he's one of our members. And if you do want to grow on X and have a voice in the world, if you engage with me, I will follow you. Sorry, I won't follow you, but I will engage with you, and that's how you grow. If you engage with someone who's growing, I'm in the top 5% now of X account users. Believe it or not, 5% people are over 1,000 followers. So I'm in the top 4%, I think it is now. I'm nearly 1,300. It's incredible, isn't it? That majority of the big X accounts are the smallest percentage. It's like the same with the money, right? 1% of all 1% is 1% of the population have 99% of all the money. Crazy, right? Faso just followed me. I want to introduce you. Faso, thank you very much indeed. Hello, world. Not fan of Twitter, but eventually I'll be. Yeah, cheers. Welcome to you, Faso. Welcome to you. We've just got a new member from Studyland, Canada. Welcome to you. A Cortez has just liked my post on Uber. Did a review. Another new reviewer. This is from Israel. Oran Image, I hope I've pronounced that correctly, investment advisor, long-term in Tesla. And you've just joined me from Israel. Lovely, thank you. Right, I think I've replied to all the comments. Yes, I have. Oh, I've got a new one. That's Mike liking my comments to him. Okay, fantastic. That's everybody answered. Hey, Stephen. Welcome. Julian Torres, thank you. You are very, very welcome. My pleasure. Hopefully you'll join me for that live review in a moment. Thank you again for the birthday video. I'll have to go back to watch the Figs review as my parents called from the UK. Mark Saxby, what you do is you don't need to go and watch it live. Of course you can, but the better way of doing it is this. On the homepage of the channel, these are my videos. As they come out, I post them here. They have been edited, tidied up, enhanced, improved. That's where you have a listen. I've also got the full playlist as well of the Alpha Spread playlist right there. So you can see it right there. So the video for Figs will go live after the closing bell this afternoon as a premiere video. It'll be on all my social media, and you can watch that video, or you can of course watch the live replay. If you look on the homepage, we have past live streams. These are the previous shows. Okay, so if you missed a show, you can watch it back. That's how you do that. Okay. Do you not see, Nicola, do you not see NKL for a long-term investment? No, I don't. At the moment, things can change. I'm practicing some scalp trading on a small mining stock in UK, as I don't want the FX fees each time. There are no fees on Robinhood. It's completely free. I just traded for free, and I could even take a profit tax-free as well in my Roth if I'd done it there. So you will be getting, with my link, Robinhood imminently. It's any second now. It's already in the UK. We're just waiting for the very first people to get it, which will be me. There's my Robinhood link. If you want to join me first, click on it. It is imminent. It's been imminent now for several days. I'm just looking if I've got the email this morning from Robinhood to say I've got it. I'll be the first to get it, the very first batch to get it. Okay. No point in Robinhood for me yet in the UK until they do ISAs. They will do ISAs. Why would you not? What do you mean no point, Wade? You definitely want Robinhood. You're going to earn 5% on uninvested cash, more than you're getting in the bank. So why would you not have Robinhood as a bank account? You can earn 5%. Do you get 5% in Barclays, Lloyds? I have a Lloyds account. I know that you don't. In fact, I have accounts all over the world. I've got accounts in Royal Bank of Canada. I've got accounts in Norway, Europe, the Netherlands, and I'm in the US. And I know that you can't earn 5% unless you've got a gazillion dollars in the bank. But we are getting that Robinhood. So even if you just opened it for the uninvested cash as a bank card, I'll wait until the next tax year. You don't need to wait until the new tax year, because you can, as I say, earn 5% straight away. And on January the 1st, there'll be the new ISA or new Roth, as it is in the US. Don't have spare cash. I understand. I received the spending card. Yeah, so did I. It's good. I'm waiting for the credit card though. The deal is okay, but I prefer the credit card. I don't ever pay credit card interest because I pay it off every month. But I always use a credit card because you're spending somebody else's money. It's more secure, not the bank's money. And not only that, you get better deals on a credit card, as in cashback, because they're hoping that, and majority of people actually don't pay off their credit cards. There's even greater rewards on a credit card as there is compared to a debit card. Anyway, it's not January in the UK. It's April the 1st. Yes, the tax, you're absolutely correct. In UK is the 1st of April. In the US, it's the 1st of January. So anyway, it's more about being able to transfer the ISA over, and it's not available to do from the platform I use. It is on Robinhood. You can transfer from an ISA or a Roth into Robinhood. You can. I've done it. So yes, you can do that. Thank you again every day for the birthday wishes. So glad I found this channel. Mark Saxby, it was an absolute pleasure. I hope you've clicked the little link, the little clip button, because that can then appear on your Facebook. You can email it to people. You can text people. And forever, if you've done that clip, you will own that video. So it won't be the whole video from when I started talking and doing stocks and shares. It'll be from wherever you've said it from, the happy birthday, and then you've got that video forever. And people can watch and celebrate with you and add comments under the video, leave messages, and that's it. That's yours forever, and it will remain yours forever. Forever. All right then. Okay, let's have a look. Okay. So we're about to end the show, and we're going to go into charge point review. So if you want to keep the family together, you want to keep the communication together, continue talking with each other and chatting live in the chat, here is the charge point review. We'll then be back after that with the closing bell. After the closing bell, we have the FIGS review. There is the charge point review. So what I need to do, this is where we're going in a few moments. So what I need to do now is get into today's show and edit today's show to go straight into this event. So let me just do that now. The live show will go straight into charge point, and then charge point will go into the closing bell. So let's redirect this one into charge point. Save that. There we go. And then charge point will go into the closing bell. Videos, Premiere, set up Premiere, and that will redirect to the closing bell this afternoon. Not that one. That's now. This is the one, 2 p.m. this afternoon. And after the closing bell this afternoon, there will be Nicola. Not Nicola, FIGS. Beg your pardon. FIGS. All right, so we have live chat set up. The live chat is ready. We're all good to go. Right. Hi, Martin and Bill. Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing? Gordon Center. Welcome to you. You've just missed some scalp trading this morning. I came in and I bought 500 shares of Nicola, and I made 4% profit in a few moments. Took the profit, applied it to my margin, reduced my margin, and improved my overall position. As you can see, I'm green again today, consistently beating Warren Buffett and consistently beating the market. Overall position is zooming up, and we are just approaching 65,000 again. 66 is my all-time high, and there we go. I wonder if I can have a business account with Robinhood. My business has a big turnover. Yes, you can. Robinhood, I have my account is Martyn Lucas LLC. I am a limited corporation. Martyn Lucas LLC is a corporation. And yes, I have a business account with Robinhood. So I guess you can. Is Trade Desk a buy now? I don't know, Andre. I've not reviewed it. If you want me to review the stock, become a member of my channel, and I will happily review the stock for you. I've just done 2 reviews this morning. I've just done Charge Point. That's coming out in the next couple of minutes. And I've just done FIGS. And I've just done a review recently on Nicola, which then presented me with the knowledge today to buy Nicola, and I made 4% in 5 minutes. And I've just done that live on the show in front of everyone. All right. This is a very, very good day, as always, really. I would invest in Martyn Lucas stocks. This has just come in from Julian Torres on Facebook. You can invest in Martyn Lucas Investor. You can. First of all, we're going to have our very own crypto coin, which will be capped. I will not be selling it. I will not add any more. It'll be the best crypto asset you can buy. From the point of view, when I release it, there will be no more flooded into the market, so it won't be devalued. I will never sell mine. I will set it up primarily for you to own a piece of Martyn Lucas Investor, and I will never sell it, and it will increase in value, and it will be a limited supply, so it'll always go up. That's something I'm going to do. But also, as a YouTube member, if you get as a member now, then the services will increase. Over the years, they'll just get better and better. I will give you more and more, but I will never increase the price for the members who are in now. So if you are a founder member, your membership will never go up in price, ever. I will not increase it for inflation, ever. I've promised that many, many times. And the same thing here. So if you become a member of my channel, you're going to get more and more and more. Inflation's going to go up, but no inflation at all on my on my membership fees. I will be increasing, maybe adding new membership levels, but the people that have the levels they've got now will never go up in price. So you can actually invest because you're investing in yourself and getting more and more service as the time goes by. All right. So consider becoming a member here on YouTube. And allow me to help you with fundraisers, charities, reviews, going live, answer your questions, supporting your birthdays, weddings, anniversaries, whatever it might be. All right, we got 10 minutes to go. I'm just staying with you until the review begins. This is the review. We're going to be here in just a couple of moments, so please do join me for that. Make sure that you all join me. It's live chat. You can talk in the chat and keep everything going and watch this, and then we'll be back for the closing bell, and then we of course have the figs review. Birthday coming up Saturday for me. Now, James, if it's your birthday on Saturday, of course, we're not here on Saturday, but as a member, you never oh, you're not a member, damn it. James, you got to become a member. I know you can sort it. We've got members now in all over the world. I know you can sort it. We can either celebrate for you on Friday, the day before, or on Monday. But you have to be a member. It's a perk for the members. And you that will then get to keep a video. Space is kind of quiet today. Hey, let's have a look. Is Space quiet today? Space is very, very healthy now. We sold off due to what Richard Branson said. The stock dropped and it restabilized, and we are good again. The uptrend is still there. Over the last 3 months, you can see the trend is uptrending. We are perfectly healthy. This is good. This is what we expect. The stock will go sideways for a while. I'm up 30%, in fact 29.9, so just about 30%. I don't see it going down. I just see it going sideways until the good news comes, and then it's going to go up through the roof. So there we go. There's that. Now then, let me just finish off what I need to do. We've got the video ready to go. Let's do day trader of the day now. So I am flat. All right, so day trader of the day, I am flat. If you want to take part in the competition, here we go. Now, top tip, if you're watching the stream and you're always behind the stream, this is the main video, mobile or computer. You see how it's gray? That means you're behind the stream. Click the like button. You are now within 30 seconds of me speaking, so you're still behind the stream. What you do now is you click the cogs and you click playback speed, and you go 2 times, and now you catch up within 10 seconds. He's speaking, so you're still behind the screen. All right, that's how you do that. My birthday is Monday, December the 11th. Woohoo! Yes, we'll be celebrating your birthday with you. Let's get your scores on the screen, please. I've just realized something I haven't done, so I'm now madly doing it. Charge point. Subtitles. Here we go. English. I now translate to 14 languages. I forgot to do it. I've got 7 minutes. Here we go. Let me just upload. I've created the SRT file with timings, downloads, captions. This is so everybody can get my words in 14 languages. Time for another stock review this time. Charge point. There we go. That's good. I nearly forgot this, which would be a shame because I advertise it in all those languages and they wouldn't be able to understand what I'm saying. Publish in Arabic. Done it. Now publishing in Chinese. Done it. Now in Dutch. Auto translate from my English version. Done it. French. Done. Now in German. I'll come back to the scores in a minute. I haven't forgotten. Done. Hindi. We have a wonderful family in India growing all the time. Very excited that we have an Indian audience. Italian, of course, we have our Italian friends. Paddy April and the family. We know all about that. Japanese. We have a considerable contingent in Japan. Auto translate, that's been done in Japanese. Now in Korean, yes, we do have an audience in South Korea. Not North Korea, but we do have South Korea. North Korea can't get hold of my content at all. It's a shame, isn't it? Wouldn't that be great? Auto translate in Portuguese. Also, we have Russian. A lot of friends in Russia. Not everyone in Russia is a bad person, right? Spanish. Auto translate in Spanish. There we go. And we've got a lot of Spanish speaking people here in the US. And finally, Turkish. We made a lot of friends in Turkey during the earthquake crisis. We did a lot of fundraising for our friends in Turkey. So we needed to absolutely have to have our friends in Turkey. Right. Okay. I am flat at the moment. Let's have a look, see who wins. Up 0.53, says Matthew Kelly. Up 0.56, Jonas. Up 1.63. Jose Quintana is down 0.21. I've not forgotten your competition, by the way. The Queen of Self-Braiding, 8.21. Wow. Up 1.2. The Queen of Self-Braiding is by miles our winner today. Thank you, the Queen of Self-Braiding. Lovely stuff. And give her a big thumbs up. That's an amazing result. My portfolio is starting to rally now. Very good indeed. We made a quick profit this morning on figs, on Nicola. Very, very happy with that. Let's have a little look. Virgin Galactic, 207. Palantir going down. Gold. This is good. This is very good. NEE. Oh, just 8% to go. N-Phase is climbing again. I'm up nearly 6%, 5.6 now on N-Phase. Fantastic. Coca-Cola, J&J. Oh, this is going to be a good day. This is going to be a very good day. This could be record-breaking day again today. This could be another record-breaking day today. Yep, this is going to be another record-breaking day. Time to roll the credits, get out of here. We've got the world premiere coming up in a couple of moments. Let me roll the credits. As you can see, I'm up 1%. I'm up nearly 0.6. 65,000. 66 is the all-time high. New subscribers, Samit, John, Habibullah, and Sport. Super chats from Stir Fry Rambo. Thank you very much for your support today on the channel. I really appreciate all of you. Congratulations, Queen. We've got 2 minutes before we go into our world premiere. Blimey, my brain's going this morning. Great day so far. Thanks as always. Shidooby, shidooby, shidooby dooby dooby doo. This is looking good. Oh yes. Oh yes. Look at that. Okay, let's get ready for the world premiere. Yay. Your order to sell, Nicola, has gone through. Good. Good. 65. Yeah, we're gonna hit our all-time high is 66,000. We could be at 66,000 today. Could easily do that. Wait, one question. You got to be quick. I post in general chit chat Discord for any UK Lucas aids. Thank you so much. Do you have any live streams for your music channel other than the requests? Yes, on my music channel, I've got thousands of videos. Here is my music channel. Here is my music channel. Go and subscribe to it 3 times. There you go. I've got millions of videos, different playlists. You can go to the playlist at the top. You can choose all the Christmas playlists. Look, I've got ballads, rock and roll, country songs. Look, Ukraine, Paul McCartney, Christmas, best ever Christmas, New Year, U2, all kinds of things. But on the homepage of the channel, I do live concerts every Friday. There's my next live concert. It's tomorrow night. Tomorrow night will be live on the show. You can call in, do live requests, live songs. It's a live party. That's tomorrow night. Okay, so yes, I do. Here we go. World premiere. Let's go now. Shadooby, 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 dooby doo. Join me now for the world premiere. Come and join me. The link's in the chat. You've got everything you need. Until then, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. Come and join me. It's going to be great.